Let's talk about how YouTube wants to get you more content, how Tesla wants to continue to take over the world, and what Facebook's robust list means for you. Let's chat. What's up, automators? Justin, founder of Automation Mastery, here to help you, coaches, speakers, trainers, online entrepreneurs, create automated systems to save you time, energy, and frustration when it comes to using technology. And of course, here with another episode of the podcast to talk about some news, and then we're going to touch on a topic I think you should really think about as y'all build out your business forward. And it's a little bit of a lesson from Facebook. So as we get into this, make sure you keep those things in mind. So as we hop into our first piece of news, we're looking at Tesla as they're getting to that $1 trillion mark. They've reached that $1 trillion valuation. And this news came out. Let's see here. News came out on the 26th of October, so recent. And I don't want to talk about whether Tesla's a good buy from a stock standpoint. I'm not a financial expert, nor do I pretend to be one in any movies. Okay, so I'm going to leave that be. What I am going to say is taking a look at it and this idea and this movement toward the EV market. It's this strong trend where electronic vehicles are becoming a thing. And they were coming, and again, even I was driving around a couple of days ago, I saw a couple more electronic stations that I hadn't seen before at my local grocery store. And so it's just hopeful that this electronic thing is going to continue on. And Tesla by itself, I mean, the fact that it's reached $1 trillion and it's really topping the market, and it's become such a thing and focus of trade and become a profitable stock and speculation, it just goes to show that it is a thing of interest. People are paying attention. People are looking at Tesla and trying to figure out what's going to happen, what's Elon going to do, what he's going to say. One, because he's Elon Musk, but the amount of evolution and innovation that this company has been doing, and it's the fact that it took the first big mark into going all in on electric just goes to show what attention it brings when it comes to climate change and infrastructure and all these things it means for the business. So just keep in mind, again, Tesla is doing its thing. Whether you like them, you hate them, or you're indifferent, they are doing stuff and people are paying attention, whether it be for the right reasons, for the wrong reasons. So I would implore each and every one of you, maybe you should pay them some mind. Okay. On to our next article and piece of news is that YouTube introduces a new To You feature. Now, we've been asking for this for quite some time. The thing about YouTube is it recommends stuff to you, and it'll even pop out some new things to you and some trending things. And it'll show you subscribers and the folks that you subscribe to. But one of the things we always wanted is a way for newer creators, maybe folks who aren't as big, but yet relevant to what you'd be interested in, to get a little more shine. And so I haven't had that much time to play with this feature. I'm hoping it does help allow others that aren't at 1 million subscribers to be able to reach the people that will be interested in their content. At the end of the day, one of the things that makes TikTok so great and what's been working well for them is the fact that you can go on TikTok and you can find a lot of content that's relevant that like just kind of comes up. It's random, it's new, it's different. So it allows you to discover some things outside of the people you typically follow. And it doesn't always have to be the biggest trending star that made that video. So look, and it makes it easy to kind of search through those different pieces of content. So that's my thing here is YouTube creating that opportunity that not everything is not everything that is new or small ends up at the bottom of a search result. It can actually pop in to a place where people can see it naturally, right? And so that's my idea. But I think it's a good thing. And again, creators have been asking for this for quite some time. All right. Now, our last article, which brings me to the big point of today's podcast, is, again, Facebook continues to jump up profit, 17% in profit amidst all of the controversy. Now, this is in the middle of this time where you had the whole whistleblower thing, and Facebook went down for a day, and people are concerned about privacy, yada yada yada. If y'all want my take on the privacy thing, make sure y'all check out a couple of my other podcasts. I think I did a dedicated podcast making a whole rant about privacy and how I feel about it. So make sure y'all check out that episode. In this particular one, I want to comment on the fact that even in the midst of the government, whistleblowers, critics, conspiracy theorists giving Facebook crap, they're still making money. They're still 70%. Okay, it says here that the revenue rose 35% to $29 billion in 3 months, ending in September, compared with the same period last year. So they're making money. They're doing okay, regardless. Even in the midst of Apple trying to, you got Apple on Android now, and Google, I think, trying to find ways to block tracking and ads and things of that nature. They're making money. And so I say that to tell you this. The reason that they can make the money they do is because Facebook took a time to create a platform. And they did a few key things with this platform. First, they made it easy for anybody to get on it. And they were smart because they got kids on it. Because once you get kids on the platform and they continue to grow it with those kids, it follows those kids throughout their lifetime, which is quite a bit of long time for a platform to be successful. So that's one. Two, they made the platform addictive. I mean, like any other social media platform, there's a certain level of addictive activity that goes on. You go on and scroll and you watch something, you got to watch the next thing and see the next thing and read the next thing. And you got to post and you got to keep up and you got to be in touch. Those things are addictive. They keep you on there. And then third, after doing those things, they made it a cornerstone of attention, which of course makes it a cornerstone for businesses to advertise on. And so when you have those mixtures of things, you have this platform that they own that is now it's more of a staple, right? It's no longer just a bell and whistle. It is a need. It is a household thing. It is something that you feel that you must have as a part of your day-to-day. The same way you need electricity and water and your phone. And some would argue that Facebook isn't that, but the stats and numbers and the money don't prove that. I know some folks will say, well, no, I don't need Facebook. There's some folks who don't log on to Facebook, but that's not the majority. A good number of people need social media for one reason or another. It is weird to not, right? And so they've created this culture that it's, along with, start with MySpace and now Facebook, where it's weird to not be on social, where not being on social is strange. So they have a platform that is going to stand the test of time, at least for now. I mean, obviously, at some point it'll fail out, but this thing has been doing so well. Like, what else can? I mean, minus that there's something that happens soon. Facebook's not going to crash overnight, right? Their shares jumped 2.6%. And after hours trading, I think around the time this article was put out. Crazy. And so I would tell you that in your business, you have to think about how your thing becomes a necessity. How does it become a staple? How does it become a must? How does it become weird to not be in your business? How does it become weird to not be on your platform? How does it become weird to not take part? That's what we have to think of. That's what we have to think about. That's what we have to work toward. How can it be weird to not do that thing? I don't know. I don't know what that looks like yet for you, without talking to you, of course. So make sure that if you need some help with this stuff, go over to automatewithease.com. Again, that's automatewithease.com. You'll see a link in the description. But you really should take some time to think about that. Make sure you check out these articles as well. Because again, you can kind of read through and just get some inspiration. It's powerful to look at what other big players are doing in the business world to really start to think of some ideas and things you can pull out that'll be useful for you. Okay, so remember, share this with a friend, a family member, or a foe because they need this information too. I appreciate you and all that you do. And as usual, treat each day as a building block to a better future. Peace.